And so what is the minimum solid shaft diameter? So that can be used for the rotor of a 4.5 kilowatt motor operating at 35 RPM. Okay, if the maximum shear stress for the shaft is 60 MPa. Okay, so again, so formula, so shaft power. Okay, so we have your P. So gagamitin pa rin natin yan, no, sa EE. So pagdating sa machines. Okay, so 2 pi NT divided by 60. Okay, kung English po yan, so yung HP, so pwede mong gamitin yung 33,000. Okay, tapos yung torque natin, pound force foot. Okay, so if over 60, your power is in watts, speed is in RPM, torque is in Newton meter. Okay, so ang hinahanap ay diameter, so solid. Okay, si diameter, makukuha po natin yan doon sa torsional stress natin. Okay, that would be 16T divided by pi d cube. Okay, meron na tayong stress dito. Pero wala pa tayong torque, so hanapin natin muna si torque using yung power natin. Okay, so from here, so given, we have your 4.5 times 10 raised to 3. Okay, watts. So equivalent to 2 pi. So yung speed, okay, naka-RPM na. So we have your 3,500. Okay, so okay na yung units natin. So yung makukuha nating torque dito ay naka-Newton meter. Okay, so shift solve. So paki-try na lang, engineer. So ang makukuha nyo dito would be 12.277. Okay, so Newton meters. Okay then, so finally, so pwede na po nating masolve yung value ng diameter. Okay? Yan, so let's substitute. So we have your torque. So magbase na lang ako sa meters and then yung final answer natin, gawin na lang nating millimeters para maiba naman. Okay, so we have your 60 times 10 raised to 6 Newton per square meter. Okay, equivalent to 16 times your torque. 12.277. So sana hindi na po tayo nalilito, no? Okay, so kapag iba-iba yung units na ginagamit natin. Over pi d cube. Okay, diameter now. So again, engineers, ang makukuha mo pa lang dito ay naka-meters. So yung choices, naka-millimeter. 12.2777. So pwede mo na rin namang i-shift solve. Okay, pi times 60 times 10 raised to 6. Cube root. Okay, that is 0.01014. Okay, in meters. Okay, then convert. So in there are 1,000 millimeters in 1 meter. Okay, then solve now. So the diameter is, so multiply lang natin to ng 1K. 10.14 millimeters or approximately 10 millimeters. So letter C. Okay, so that's the diameter. Okay, so next, number 39. So objective. Okay, so this subject involved an analytical method so for determining stress or for determining strength, stiffness, deformation of characteristics and stability of the various member in a structural system. Okay, so mechanics of materials, strength of materials, mechanics of deformable bodies. Okay, your answer there is letter D, all of the three. Siyempre, strength of materials tsaka yung deformable bodies. Okay na yan. So, pati rin yung mechanics of materials. Okay, next, number 40. Subjective. Okay, ito galing to sa engineering materials. So, all are steel surface hardening processes except one. So, that is letter D, annealing. And 41, so which of the following cast irons is heated or is heat treated for ductility? Okay, that is malleable iron, letter B. Okay, so pansin, no? So from lahat ng quizzes sa ESAS, so usually Okay, mahirap kumbaga sagutan si objectives pag hindi mo talaga nabasa. Okay, lalo na sa mga materials natin. Okay, hindi mo pa man din pwedeng i-relate ito sa concept. Pure pure terminology. So unlike sa EE kasi, pwede nating i-apply yung mga ibang objectives using concept. Okay, next, number 42. So the yield strength of a structural steel member is 36,000 pound force per square inch. So tensile stress is 8 to 40 pound force per square inch. So compute the equivalent yield and tensile stress in MPa and its safety factor and its factor of safety in tension. Okay, so ito matter of conversion. So pwede rin naman tayong mag-calc, di ba? Yung safety factor, di ba, that is also the yield stress. Okay, so and then divided by yung allowable stress natin. Or allowed. Okay, pwede mo na yung i-calc. So ang sagot dyan ay letter B. Trial and error. Sorry, letter D. Okay, so yung yield stress nasa choices, yung allowable nasa choices, yung safety nasa choices. Let's say X yung yield natin, Y yung allowable natin. Okay, pwede mo rin namang imano-mano yan, no? Calc. So 214.48. Tapos 59.767. Dapat yan ay 4.3, so mali. Letter B, so 281.44. And then 57.976. 4.369, mali din. Letter C, so 244.81. And 57.679. Mali din. So hindi siya 4.369. Lastly, letter D, so 248.14 and then 56.797. Okay, 4.369. Okay, kung lahat sila nag-satisfy, so pwede mo nang i-convert. May conversion factor naman tayo, no? So using yung 1 atmospheric pressure. Okay, or also nasa calculator po yan. So paki-check na lang. Okay, so that's number 42. Okay, so next, number 43. Okay, so the maximum allowable torque in kilonewton meter for a 50 mm diameter steel shaft when the allowable shearing stress is 85 MPa is blank. Okay, again, shaft po yan. So, ilagay na yung mga formula. Okay, na-discuss nung lecture. So, again, ang hinahanap ay torque. So, meron tayong diameter, meron tayong stress. So, direct substitution ulit. The torsional stress, okay, so wala pong indication ng hollow. So, meaning that is a solid one. So, 16T over pi d cube. Okay, direct sub. So, we have your 81.5 times 10 raised to 6. Okay, Newton per square meter. So, ang hinahanap natin, kilonewton meter. Okay, so 16T divided by pi. Okay, convert natin yung millimeters. Okay, gawin natin meter. So, again, 1 meter, 1,000 millimeters. Okay, so this is raised to 3. Okay, shift solve. So, yung torque natin, so that is, I'll try. 81.5 times 10 raised to 6 times pi. Okay, times 50. And then over 1K, then raised to 3. Okay, so gawin natin kilo. So parang may mali. Divided by 16. Okay, so that is 2.0 kilonewton meter. Okay, so letter D. And so dalawa yung nagagawa natin dito sa strength, no? So una, memorization and application ng formula. And then pangalawa, unit analysis. Which is, yun talaga yung kailangan sa ESAS. Okay, kasi ang buhay sa ESAS, formula at saka conversion at constant. Okay, so formula based po siya. Most of the problems. Okay, next one. So number 44. Okay, so what force is required to punch a 1-inch hole on a 3/4 thick plate if the ultimate shear strength on the plate is 42,000 psi? So again, direct stop. Stress is force over area. Okay, so we have your shear strength, so therefore area is pi dt. Okay, so since shear. Okay, again, so walang binigay na safety factor, so assume 1. Okay, kasi ang binigay ay ultimate shear strength. Okay, so we have your 42,000 psi. So ito yung ultimate. So divided by the safety factor ay 1. So equivalent also to the unknown force. So divided by pi. Okay, diameter is 1 inch. Okay, thickness is 3/4 inch. Ganun ulit, no? So parang yung isang number. Okay, so walang binigay kung diameter or radius yan. So default is diameter. Okay, so yung kips, that means kilopounds. Okay, pi times 1 times 3/4. Okay, and then times 42k. Okay, so also, okay, divide natin ng 1,000 or press ENG para maging kilo. So answer there is 98.96 kilopounds, or that is also 98.96 kips. Okay, so kips is kilopounds. Okay, so approximately 99 kips. Letter D. And so konti na lang. So 45 and 46 are objectives. Okay, so let's answer number 45. So what is the ratio of the maximum load in a tension test to the original cross-sectional area of test bar? Okay, load. So di ba ang load unit niya Newton? Okay, tapos cross-sectional area is area. Okay, so kaya dapat ang sagot mo dyan is stress or strength. Okay, lahat sila strength. Ayan, keyword mo na, no? Tension. Okay, tension test. So meaning that is tensile strength. Okay, letter A. Okay, so what is the ratio of stress to strain in a material loaded with its elastic ranger? Elastic range siguro to. Okay, so again, answer there is, so ratio of stress to strain. That is also your modulus of elasticity. Di ba? Yan yun. So, stress over strain. So, sports car develops 200 HP at 500 RPM. So, what is the amount of torque exerted on the crankshaft? Okay, so ang hinahanap dito ay Newton meter. Okay? So, tapos yung ating given na power ay naka-HP. Di ba, meron naman tayong conversion. So, ang gamitin ko na lang, take note, engineers pala, no? So, foot-pound tsaka Newton meter. So, hindi tayo sure kung ano yung hinahanap na unit ng torque. So, therefore, ang gagawin na lang natin dito is i-try natin parehas. Okay, tapos tignan natin kung ano yung meron sa choices. Okay? So, first, sa English muna tayo. So, at English system. So, kasi hindi siya in-specify, no? Okay, so we have your power in HP. So, this is 2 pi n. Okay, multiplied by the torque. So, over 33,000. Okay, so yung N natin, naka-RPM still. Yung torque naman natin, ito lang yung nag-iba, pound force foot. Okay, so let's try. So we have your 200 HP. So equivalent to 2 pi times speed, 5,000. Okay, times the torque, so over 33,000. Okay, so shift solve. So yung torque natin dito, makukuha natin would be 210.08. Okay, pound force foot. And so obviously, wala po yan sa choices. Okay, so therefore, maybe ang hinahanap dyan yung SI equivalent. Pwede ito, so ang gawin mo na lang, i-convert mo na lang siya kung kabisado mo naman yung conversion ng pound force foot to Newton meter. Pero kung hindi naman, so gamitin mo na lang yung isang formula, power in watts is 2 pi nt. Okay, over 60. Okay, ito naman, so yung torque natin ay naka Newton meter. Okay, so from here, so may alam naman natin, no? So EE, alam naman natin yung conversion ng watts to HP or HP to watts. Okay, so we have your 200 horsepower. Okay, kung nakalimutan, check your conversion sa CalQ. So 746 watts in 1 HP. Okay, then we have your 2 pi. 5,000 times the unknown torque over 60 naman. Okay, sheet solve. So yung makukuha yung torque naman dito is 284.95 Newton meter. Which is, meron sa choices, so approximately 285, your letter B. Okay, so that is the answer. So wala namang, so walang sinabi kung anong unit. So ang sabi lang sa problem is amount of torque. Okay, so last 3 numbers. So yung 48 na lang yung solving. The rest ay objectives. Okay, so let's solve 48. So steel rails, so 120 feet long, are laid with their ends in contact on a day when the temperature is 110 degree Fahrenheit. What will be the gap between rails on a day when the temperature is negative 20 degrees Fahrenheit? Okay, dito pa lang, no? So lumiit yung temperature, so meaning yung makukuha nating value ng elongation is shortening or negative. Okay? Again, so formula for your elongation due to the temperature, so that is the linear expansion, okay, or thermal coefficient, length delta T. Okay, so substitute. So ang hinahanap natin is gap. Diba, gap, that is also the change in length, or change in length is also the elongation. Okay, so substitute, so that is equivalent to, so we have your thermal coefficient, so 6.6 times 10 to the negative 6, so per degree Fahrenheit, multiplied by our length. Okay, so 120 feet. So but from the choices, naka-inch. So therefore, we must convert. Okay, so we have 12 inches in 1 foot. Okay, then multiplied with the change in temperature. So we have negative 20 and then minus 110. Okay, Fahrenheit will cancel, so along with feet. So matitira inches. Therefore, your change now in length, or also the elongation, okay, 120 and then 12. Okay, and then negative 20 minus 110. Okay, so that is negative 1.24 inch. So approximately 1.25. So again, so negative means shortening. Diba kasi yung thermal expansion natin, so positive dapat. Or sorry, kaya nga thermal expansion, so meaning nag-elongate siya kapag mainit. Okay, so if the case is negative, so meaning nag-shorten. So wag matakot sa negative answer. So what if pinagbaliktad mo, so wala naman siyang yata effect, or meron, try natin. So 110 minus 20, 0.85. Siguro kinuha mo 1. Mali na. Okay, so that's 48. Sige, last 2 numbers are objectives. Okay, so in tensile testing, so the increase in the gauge length measured after the specimen fractures with the gauge length is called, okay, so that is percent elongation. Okay, so gauge length within the gauge length. Okay, so that is percent elongation. Last number, so magkaiba yung, ito in terms of percent po siya. So hindi lang siya elongation. Okay, so last number, so in a stress strain diagram, so what is the correct term for the stress at E, or deformation, is equivalent to 0.2% offset Okay, it is the offset yield stress. Letter D. Sige, engineer, so that's the end of your quiz.